Published, 17:30 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 27th of April 2018. Updated, 5:11 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 28th of April 2018. Over the years they have boxed against each other in the back garden and almost come to blows at a go-karting track, so Billy Burns will expect to renew a feisty sibling rivalry at Kingsholm on Saturday. But it won't go too far. Family ties will trump club allegiance when Billy faces older brother Freddie, as Gloucester host Bath, the hometown where they grew up and honed their craft. On Saturday afternoon, Freddie is an opponent to be targeted, as part of the home side's quest for local bragging rights, but for Billy he remains an inspiration. Billy Burns will renew his feisty sibling rivalry with brother Freddie as Gloucester play Bath. The two sides meet in a fascinating encounter in the Aviva Premiership on Saturday afternoon. Freddie, who plays for Bath, remains an inspiration for Billy despite the sheer competitiveness. On a week when Freddie revealed how the Burns clan joined forces to expose an online troll who had been bullying him, Billy reiterated the sense of close bonds, saying, "We are genuinely a tight family who want to look after each other. When it comes to the derby game, we won't speak as much, we'll keep to ourselves, but he is massively supportive and I've learned so much from him. I was so lucky to have him as a role model when I was coming through the academy." The youngest of the Burns boys, there are 4 in all, has been thriving as Gloucester's primary playmaker this season. Last weekend, he scored a dazzling solo try as Newcastle were beaten to earn a place in the European Challenge Cup final in Bilbao next month. If there had been a shadow to emerge from, given Freddie's rise to international level at a young age, Billy has done just that. Now 23, he is forging his own path and his own reputation in the game. That matters to him. The thing that frustrated me early on was, when I was getting a few LV Cup games, people would say, "Bloody hell, you look the same as Freddie on the pitch," he said. That's great because he was playing well, but he would be the first to admit that we are different players. Gloucester head coach Johan Ackerman took time to praise Billy in his breakthrough season. "Oh, of course you want to have your own identity and make a name for yourself your own way. I'm proud to be Freddie's brother and proud of the things he's done, but if I can make my own way, that would be great for me." Gloucester's head coach, Johan Ackerman, has praised the courage and tenacity shown by Billy in this breakthrough campaign. He is a relatively slight figure, but the South African has admired how he has acquitted himself in defense, as well as running through an extensive attacking repertoire to telling effect. That is where the competitive streak honed by years of friendly but fierce sibling conflict plays a useful part. "It's probably because I've been used to getting beaten up by 3 older brothers," joked Billy, when told of his coach's admiration. "I had to fight against those guys. Whatever we did, we competed. We're still the same now. Last year when it was my birthday, we went go-karting as a family and it almost ended up with us having a fight. We all wanted to win so much. Me and Fred especially hate losing, whatever we are doing, even if it's meant to be a bit of fun. Sometimes we'd get some boxing gloves and go out in the garden to beat each other up. We've always been the same. I think it's just the way we're made up, and I think it's got us to where we are now, because we fight to get to where we want to be." Childhood in a rugby town had its advantages, as the brothers would make use of their proximity to Bath's facilities, and an inability to clear up after themselves. "We didn't have posts in the garden, but Bath used to train about 300 meters from where we lived, so on the walk home we'd go past and there were bushes all the way round the pitch," said Billy. "We'd go in there and find all the Premiership balls that someone would kick and then just leave there. We'd take a few and go on to the pitch to hit them over the posts. We didn't kick them over a road from 50 meters away like Johnny Wilkinson used to do, but we'd have a good kick about." Billy, right, celebrates scoring a try in last week's European Challenge Cup semi-final match. At around that time, Billy was still multitasking as a junior sportsman and imagining himself as a little Lionel Messi when playing football. Once rugby became the focus, he represented England at age group level, leading to an early career highlight. In June 2014, Billy wore number 10 as a junior Red Rose side captained by Maro Itoje won the Under-20 World Cup in Auckland. The very next day, not far away in Hamilton, Freddie played for the senior national team against the All Blacks. "It was crazy at that time," he said. "My dad flew out to New Zealand, got there in time to watch me on the Friday, watched Fred play for England the next day, then he flew home that night. Anytime I talk about it, it makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. You couldn't make it up. It was awesome, a special time for the family." This afternoon, the Burns clan will once again grapple with split loyalties, no doubt just hoping that the two brothers come through a Wild West encounter unscathed, no matter who wins. Even in the eye of the storm, they'll keep looking out for each other. 2 years ago, we played Leicester in the first game of the season, said Billy. Fred started for them and I was starting for Gloucester. I got hit a bit late in the corner. Fred was running back to the defensive line and I was on the floor wincing. He kept shouting to me, "Bill, are you alright? Bill, are you alright?" just to check on me. The hardest thing was leading into that game. You've obviously got a game plan and 9 times out of 10 you are aiming to get at the opposition fly half. All week we were saying, right, whenever he gets the ball, we're going to hit him hard, that sort of stuff. I was just there thinking, oh, that is the strangest thing, but once you're on the pitch, it's not too bad. There won't be any boxing gloves on hand on Saturday, but the brothers will fight the good fight nonetheless.